What happens when Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum loses interest in his wives? With 6 wives and over 30 children, Dubai's ruler controls not just his empire, but his own family. Some wives live in luxury, while others vanish without a trace. Where are the women he discarded? Why do some remember him with fear and tears? Stay with us as we uncover the dark truth behind Dubai's royal marriages. The first wife, Hind Al Maktoum, the mystery woman who stayed silent. Sheikh Mohammed's first and most powerful wife is Hind bint Maktoum bin Juma Al Maktoum, a woman who has remained a mystery for almost 50 years. Unlike his other wives, she has never given interviews, never appeared in public discussions, and never spoken about her marriage. Some say it's because she is the most respected and highest ranking of all his wives. Others believe she is simply too afraid to speak. Hind was born into the ruling Al Maktoum family and was married off to Sheikh Mohammed in 1979, in what became known as the most expensive wedding in history. The lavish 5-day celebration cost a staggering $100 million, featuring gifts of gold, diamonds, and luxury cars, a stadium built just for the occasion, and days of festivities open to the entire country. It was a spectacle fit for a queen, but did Hind feel like one? She went on to bear 12 children, including Crown Prince Hamdan, the Sheikh's chosen heir. However, while her status is unmatched, her life remains an enigma. Does she live in silent luxury or in a golden prison? Does she hold power behind the scenes, or is she merely another woman bound by tradition? The world may never know. Princess Haya, the scandal that shook the royal family. If there's one wife who exposed the dark side of Sheikh Mohammed, it's Princess Haya bint Hussein of Jordan. She was his 6th wife, and their love story seemed like a fairy tale until it became a nightmare. Princess Haya is no ordinary woman. She is the daughter of the King of Jordan, educated at Oxford, and an Olympic-level equestrian. When she married Sheikh Mohammed in 2004, she was given special privileges that other wives never had. She lived in a luxurious mansion, appeared at public events, and was often seen holding hands with the Sheikh, something unheard of in royal circles. But behind closed doors, everything was falling apart. What went wrong? It all started when Haya discovered the shocking truth, how the Sheikh treated his daughters who tried to escape. She found out about Princess Latifa, who had been kidnapped, imprisoned, and drugged after her failed escape attempt. Haya was horrified. She realized that if she ever tried to leave, she might meet the same fate. Then, rumors started spreading. Was Haya having an affair with her British bodyguard? Some say it was true, while others believe Sheikh Mohammed made it up to ruin her reputation. Whatever the truth is, one thing is certain: she was afraid for her life. In 2019, Princess Haya made a daring escape to London with her 2 children. She later revealed that she found a gun on her bed, a message from the Sheikh warning her to stay quiet. She didn't. She fought a legal battle in London and won sole custody of her children. Sheikh Mohammed was forced to pay her $730 million, the largest divorce settlement in British history. Today, she lives freely in the UK, while her ex-husband can never see his children again. The forgotten wife, Pauline, and the secret children. Many people have heard about Princess Haya, but few know about Pauline, a Lebanese woman who allegedly bore 3 children for Sheikh Mohammed and had one stolen from her. Pauline and Sheikh Mohammed's romance began in the 1980s, and she reportedly lived in one of his palaces for years. However, in 1992, when she was pregnant, the Sheikh threw her out, unaware that she was carrying his child. She fled to Lebanon, where she gave birth to her son, Swaleh, who was raised without a royal title. However, 2 of her other children, Maryam and Mansour, were kept by the Sheikh and raised in Dubai as royal family members. For decades, Pauline tried to reconnect with her lost children, but Sheikh Mohammed refused. The only proof of their connection: a Facebook post where she posted pictures of all 3, proving their shocking resemblance. Today, Swaleh lives as a simple man, while his brother Mansour is a prince in Dubai. The Sheikh still refuses to acknowledge Swaleh as his son. Some say it's because he was raised as a Christian, something the Muslim ruler cannot accept. Delilah Alula, the Lebanese wife who was silenced. Delilah Alula was once a favored wife of Sheikh Mohammed, a beautiful Lebanese woman who gave him 3 children. But like many before her, she was eventually discarded. Delilah's story is almost non-existent in official records. Unlike Princess Haya, who had the status of a Jordanian princess, Delilah had no power, no strong family to protect her, and no voice to fight back. She lived for years inside one of Dubai's luxurious palaces, raising her 3 children. But at some point, something changed. Perhaps the Sheikh lost interest, or perhaps she questioned too much, spoke too freely, or wanted more control. The exact reason for their split is unknown, but what we do know is Delilah was cast out of the palace and stripped of her status. The most disturbing part? Her children were not allowed to go with her. Sheikh Mohammed following his usual pattern, kept the children in Dubai while their mother was sent away. Reports suggest she returned to Lebanon, but where she is now, how she lives, or if she ever sees her children, remains a complete mystery. Korea, the Algerian wife who bore 5 children, but was forgotten. Korea, an Algerian woman, gave Sheikh Mohammed 5 children, making her one of the most significant mothers in his royal bloodline. But that didn't protect her from being cast aside. Very little is known about Korea, except that she once held an important place in the Sheikh's household. She bore him more children than many of his other wives, and yet she disappeared from public records entirely. What we do know is the pattern after the birth of her children. Her role as a wife was over. She became just another name in a long list of women who were useful for producing heirs, and then forgotten. Unlike Princess Haya, who was able to escape with her children, Korea wasn't so lucky. The Sheikh reportedly kept full custody of their children, raising them under the strict rules of the palace. As for Korea, she was never heard from again. Did she return to Algeria? Was she given a hidden residence in Dubai, living under strict secrecy? Or was she silenced under threats, unable to ever speak out about her experience? The truth remains unknown. The Turkish wife, the woman who vanished after giving birth. If Korea's story is disturbing, then the fate of Sheikh Mohammed's Turkish wife is even more mysterious. Very little is known about her except for one fact. She gave birth to a daughter named Delilah in 1997, then vanished. Unlike some of the Sheikh's other wives, she was never officially acknowledged, her name never spoken in public, and no records exist of her relationship with him. Did she agree to a silent life in exchange for wealth? Was she forced to leave her daughter behind, just like Korea? Or was her relationship with the Sheikh just a brief affair that ended the moment her child was born? Ella, the daughter she bore, was raised in the Dubai royal household, just like the Sheikh's other children, but her mother completely erased. There are no photos, no interviews, and no trace of her existence. It's as if she never existed, except for the daughter she left behind. Sheikh Mohammed is one of the richest and most powerful men in the world, but his personal life is a web of scandals, control, and fear. Some of his wives live in silence, while others ran for their lives. Some of his children live as royals, while others were stolen or erased. Dubai may be a city of dreams, but for the women in Sheikh Mohammed's life, it has been a golden cage. What do you think? Should the world do more to protect women in royal families? Comment below and don't forget to like and subscribe.